Hello. It is, we just got into the afternoon of October 10, 2017. Hope you are well. Today we're going to talk about fakers, what we call people who are faking, fronting, not keeping it real, whatever, however you want to call it. It's kind of almost like an epidemic at this point, at least in this society in the West here where we live. It's like everything is about making an impression, making a certain type, keeping a certain appearance, having a certain image that you're projecting. That's like way, way, way at the top of the list of things that are important in this society right now. And so, that means giving up some of our authenticity. And, just to clarify that, we're going to be hard pressed to find someone who is 100% authentic all the time, like just the truest true self that they are. Maybe anywhere we go in the world, but especially here, it's unreasonable to expect that people are always going to be in that place where it's just true, and no masks, no little bit of hiding, little bit of presentation of something that is not exactly who we are in our at our deepest level. So we're all guilty of projecting out something of an image that is not really reflective of our deepest authenticity. And of course that's compounded by like we described, just the way the world is now in this part of the planet. So, but we're gonna take this subject from a different perspective, and we're gonna develop it in a way that will help us understand, what is this thing, and why some of us always have it on. Like, I think most of us at some moments, we have our moments where we feel we can let down our guard and our protective shield and be really open and honest about how we feel and express ourselves in that way sometimes. But there are those among us who don't ever feel, or very, very, very rarely feel that they can even think about going there, and they keep up that mask all the time. And it's been our kind of knee-jerk reaction to this, to just diss on people who are this way, like, fake ass, why don't you just be real? Why you gotta lie? Why you gotta be so deceptive? And we're not considering where that's coming from. So let's try to imagine when you get up in the morning, putting on a real mask over your face and keeping it on all day long. And in fact, it's right there at your bedside. As soon as you wake up in the morning, even before you get out of bed, you reach over and you grab it, put it on, because you don't even want to, you especially don't want to look at the real in yourself, as soon as you wake up, you just start in with the fake, right? Just imagine this. Come with me on this exploration. And so you put the mask on, and then you go through your whole day with it on. And at the end of the day, you climb into bed, and you keep it on throughout everything that you do until you retire in the evening. And just as you turn off your side lamp next to your bed, that's when you take the mask off. Or maybe not even then. Maybe you turn off the lamp and you lie down, and it's when you start to fall asleep is when you kind of wake up a little bit, and then you take the mask off and say, okay, I'm going to sleep, so that's fine. I know I won't be thinking about stuff, and you lay it to the side. But during the day, having that thing on all the time, it's kind of sad, isn't it? To feel that whatever is underneath there is so undesirable, is so even repulsive, absolutely unacceptable, that you keep a mask over it. And maybe you've had the opportunity, I've had this opportunity to deal with people who are trying to exist this way. You can't even say live. We're existing like this. And it's all image stuff. And for those of us who are on the other end of it, and we're trying to have something of a real sort of kind of conversation, and you can feel this resistance, like a person is not going to take that mask off. They're not going to get real with you. They're going to keep, come back with some kind of sarcasm, maybe. I use sarcasm sometimes too, so I'm not dogging that. I'm just saying anything, any response, whether it's sarcasm, some kind of little pithy quotation from something, or whatever it is, to avoid doing what you're trying to get them to do, maybe, which is just, let's have a real conversation. Nope. No way. And it made me think of like animals that, certain animals that have this response when they feel threatened of, nope, they go for the kill because they have to protect themselves, and whether they spew out some kind of acidy whatever, or they, whatever it is, they're protecting themselves, and that means whatever that other thing is may have to die. It's better you than me. And sometimes when we're having conversations with people, they get or just chit chat. We're not trying to have some deep philosophical, discovering thing going on, but just, but sometimes when people feel like you're asking them to take their mask off, that feels threatening. And so, and what it comes across as is, they'll say something maybe that's, if it gets too uncomfortable for them, because basically they don't feel comfortable in their skin. They don't feel good. And when you start kind of saying things that maybe is going to get them to go inside, where they desperately are trying to avoid going, then pull out the big guns and maybe say something really hurtful, very stinging, because they have to. It's a survival mechanism, because what you're asking me to do here is going to kill me. Just the thought of what you're presenting here is really, really, really making me uncomfortable right now, and bam, you know, or maybe not even words, just kind of some kind of response, that maybe is not verbal, it's not articulated in words, but something that's just gonna get you to shut up, because I'm not going there, you see. So we don't want to take that personally, you know, when there are people who their every waking hour literally is about not going inside the place where there's just too much pain, maybe beyond what if we have not experienced it, maybe it's beyond our comprehension, you know. So we don't want to compound the situation by taking this personally. And when we really think about these things, it'll be easier to not take it personally. You know, we want to accept what is. We want to not, and what is that the response is coming from within the person, and it's not all about us. That's the truth. That's what is. Taking it personally is to resist what is, and that's negative. Negative meaning no, I won't accept what is, and so that's a negative response, and that's only going to, it's not going to help at all. It's very unhelpful, and we're at that place now where we can do this, as people are suffering, and many people that are suffering come across as just straight up assholes, or, you know, they got attitude problems or whatever it is. Like, you know, we just kind of simplify it into something, but people are suffering, and, you know, we don't want to make their experience even that much worse. So we want to be in a place of acceptance of what is, and acceptance that it's not all about us, right? Even though the ego likes to think, oh, everything that happens around me has to do with me. It's about me. No, it's not. See? So hopefully that's some helpful. Those are some helpful thoughts there. Because we want to use insight now. We're dealing with other people. All right, we don't want to be lazy and just, you know, deal with people in a negative way because, oh, they stepped on my toes, and oh, my pride is this and that. You know what? Screw your pride. This is how we express love. We don't just do these little performances that look like, oh wow, that was a loving thing that he just did. Wow, that was such a nice thing she did. No, we're past that. This is where we realize that love is when we're applying understanding and compassion even in situations that don't seem to warrant it. Like, yeah, no, this fool had it coming. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. Yeah, that's the lazy way out, and it's not loving. You see? So if we're saying we want to live in a better world, we want to, whatever it is, well, then we have to be a part of creating that place. Again, you just sit back and let everybody do it, and we just keep on doing things the way we always have. Now it's time to stretch ourselves now and really apply these ideas so that they're not just ideas anymore. So anyway, again, I hope that was at least informative or something. So, we're almost at 15 minutes. So And we're at 15. So anyway, I wish you much love. And as always, we'll talk to you later. Bye.